Basketball.
It's time to strap in and get ready. The Insight NBA team is in the arena, bringing you the ultimate play-by-play on who's hot and who's not to help you win your leagues and dominate your mates. You're now hooping with your hosts, Matty G, Skitty, and Mally for the Insight NBA show.
G'day, everyone. I thought we were going live with one of our guests, but he's just jumped in already. Here he is. It's Papi Roy is here. You're with Matty G, Skitty, and Mally from the Insight NBA team. And joining us live from the Philippines right now to kick this bad boy off is Papi Roy. You can find him at NBA Fantasy. Papi, how you doing, brother?
There you go. Yeah, let me just pick this one first. Okay. So yeah, everyone.
It's strategy. It's just strategy, man. We're going to distract you this whole way through, Papi. Don't you worry about it, buddy.
Yeah, I actually also drafting in Yahoo. There's another draft of mine, but nonetheless, thank you for the invite, guys. Thank you, Matty. You have here Skiddy and Mally as well. Shout out to you guys. Yeah. Finally, I'm happy to be and share my takes with you, and I'm super excited to this deep league. I miss this type of format,
Mally just said it before, Papi. How often do you get to put your hand deep into the cow and pull out something like this into a fantasy bay? Mally, this is it's a big draft, isn't it?
Yeah, look at it go. Yeah, never get a chance to do a 20-man mock, so I'm very excited about this. And yeah, Poppy didn't get the email to say that we didn't want him to take anyone inside the top 12 with his pick, so that's okay. All learning curve.
Yeah, thanks, Papi. We should have really done this a little bit smoother. Look, going off the board straight away, number one to me was Jokic. Number two there was Wembanyama. 3 was Doncic. Shea at 4 at pick 4. 5 was AD. 6 is Giannis, and Joel Embiid there at 7. There's no surprises in this one, Skitty, but surprises can happen in a 20-man mock draft. It's a deep league, man.
Well, you bloody hope so. Get over there from everyone from the ball page. Carl Moore. Yeah. Yep. What do we got here? So the extra category that we're drafting for today as well is 3-point percentage and fouls as well. So a very interesting league that's been part of 20-man. That is deep and that is bloody painful. So this will be fun. And I've got pick 20. So to all those people in the ball page and all those leagues there that have picked 20, you're fucked. May as well just not turn up.
Yeah, you could just stop that now. He's doing it for you. Now, look, I won iLeague last year from pick 19. So it can happen. You can win from this deep. Mally, we're coming up to you. This is your pick on the board right now. Tatum's gone off before you. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm going to pick the beard, a.k.a. Trae Young.
Love that.
You seen that guy? What's going on? Looks like a kid in a costume.
Does that put his fantasy stock up or down for you?
Oh, it keeps it dead level, mate. He doesn't go to Papi Roy's barber. Look at that gorgeous beard. Needs to find your guy. But yeah, this is the first time in this league that we haven't had triple double. So I was interested to see if that changed anything. I mean, it probably just kept Doncic falling in that 3rd or 4th place. But he was a real shot as a first round pickup actually in this league when we had triple doubles. So first time without triple doubles. No surprises with Doncic this year.
Yeah, no, look, we're looking good off the board there as Ant Edwards going to bow baller. I like my bow rolls, but I'm not sure if I find look, let's be honest, boys. Ant Edwards is now becoming a first-round player for a lot of guys. I am on the team of no for that. Uncle Weiss, I love that for him. Steph Curry with the 12th pick. Ant Edwards first round, even in an 11 cat with 3-point percentage is a category. I'm not convinced that that's a pick.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Like, I'm firmly in that Ant is not a first round player. He wasn't even a first round player in overall last season. He played nearly every game. So that's just where I see Ant. But I'd like to know what Puppy wants to think about Ant Edwards. Where are you having him this season, mate?
Well, I'm gonna post the idea just to make it fun because
okay.
To be honest, I see the reason why people like Anton Edwards. Aside from the hype, and he's funny, so people like him. But it's also the usual additional category of games played. Maybe there's a lot of us who got sucked up by a lot of injuries last year, and now it's more important for me to have players that are available than actually check out the player ADP and player value.
I mean, games played is obviously very is obviously very important. We want to do that. We've got also SC Brandon. This is B-Dub right now. He's going to pop in about 25 minutes from FBI Basketball International. One of our other guests coming up this afternoon, which is it's lovely to see everybody always getting involved in the spirit of a draft here. Chet Holgren going off the board. Phil Unfiltered, a long-time insider. Phil, g'day to you, mate. You're drafting next, and then SC Braino. He's here as well. We've got our boy, of course, from our NRL show, the BBL show, and also occasional cameos on the NBA 2K show. Mally, when it comes to this, you touched on it earlier, mate. What's one of your big? Let's not call it a strategy per se, but what's one of the big factors when you are in a deeper level of competition like this in a 20-man draft? 200 roster spots are going to be filled in a league like this. What are some of your early considerations when you're putting your mental hat on? Like, I'm looking to prepare. These are the guys that I want to be picking up.
I think you take less risks with injury guys when you're in a 20-man league. When you're only getting a pick to every, you have 2 picks, essentially that in a 12-man league by the time you get your pick in a 20-man league. So I think I'm always erring on the side of caution where with injury guys where I probably wouldn't be in a 12-man league. I think when you're playing in a league this deep, my opinion is that you have to punt. You're never going to be able to keep all the categories filled. And my only other thing that I consider is that I probably don't think about players so much because it's such a long time, especially where I am at 11th. I'm bang in the middle of the draft order, no matter what way we come. I don't really think about players. I just think about needs.
And look, talking about that as well, one of the only, like you get these in the later rounds, and this is why if you are in a later round, and I think, Mally, we've spoken about this off air, when you are at a pick 20, you can shape your team really early. It's harder to, it's easy to respond because you get 2 picks to respond, but also set the tempo, just like Skitty just did then. We've seen, to finish off that round, we saw Sabonis, Harden, Holmgren, Don Mitchell, Kevin Durant, LaMelo Ball, Jalen Brunson, and Skitty. 2 picks to you, Kyrie Irving and Scotty Barnes. Why Kyrie? Why Scotty? How does that shape you for the next 40 picks until it comes back?
I mean, Scotty Barnes can do a little bit of everything. He doesn't kill me in. I hope he doesn't take too many threes, so he doesn't kill me in 3-point percentage because apparently this is a thing in this one. But Kyrie is just as good as you get, solid as you get in every single category. That's why I wanted to start right with Kyrie. Could have gone Booker, but I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about how much the other guys take off of him. And that's probably pretty much where I got to. I was pretty spewing because Phil took Donovan, and I'm pissy about that. But that's
I thought you might have been. I saw that, and he was apparently. And look, the thing is, the pick before him was his man. Hit an upside there. B-Dub was looking at him and thinking, "Yep, I'll snap up Chet." And Phil, this is the thing: you're looking at a guy, Puppy, like Chet Holmgren, who some people have flirt with first-round value, and this kind of league, he rolls it out to the pick 16, and it's your first-round pick, and you're like, I still can't get the guy that I want.
Chet Holmgren is one of the shiny players this season. Everyone wants to, wants to get him on their team.
Yeah.
But to be honest, when I try to sit down and also try to ground myself, I'm gonna straight up with you guys. I think I like Karl Anthony Towns more over Chet Holmgren.
Ooh.
Shit.
I guess so. Just if anybody wants to snipe him on the way back down there, Mally, that falls to you for Karl Anthony Towns, looking like a good pick.
Cat's gone.
Yeah, he's well and truly gone, mate. He went ages ago.
Did he? I didn't even see him go. Yeah. Wait, the board has it not? Oh, it didn't go. It didn't upload on our screen. Look at that. On my screen, I still got it there. Jeez, it did. It goes on our screen that we're streaming. It had Şengün, then Cat, Paul George, Booker, Lillard, Markkanen, LeBron James, and De'Aaron Fox. That's a shame. I was looking at him. Ah, damn it.
Jaron. Are you thinking here, Melly?
Well, I think my turnovers are already absolute custard. Fred Van Vliet feels nice, and then I can really shore up my assists. I'm obviously, if I do that, going to basically have to punt field goal percentage. So I think I'm just going to do that now and lead hard in that direction. I think we'll see what I can recover later on in this next round.
And some picks have flown off the board very, very quickly after that one. De'Aaron Fox, Jaren Jackson Jr., Fred Van Vliet, Kawhi Leonard, and Tyrese Maxey has made our way back down this way. Puppy Roy, you're next on the board. Now, you shouldn't mention it, as we said. Someone took Trey and FVV with back-to-back picks. Oh, you're being. Should you reply on Facebook, Mally? Someone's very unhappy with you. Mally in his draft bag.
Jeremy, not happy about that.
Jeremy is not happy about that. I'll respond on your behalf. Mally in his draft bag. There you go, mate. Now, look, for those of you who are... go on, Mal.
I was just going to say I stopped trying to keep everyone happy a long time ago, mate, and that's not going to change now.
Bloody
yeah, that's never going to happen in a draft like this, mate. I will say this. It is coming back deep to me. Jalen Williams, I do like that pick. A very solid one in this one. Good percentages across the board. He was actually on my radar, and it's the second time today that Puppy has sniped me. And we did a draft earlier today, and I'm still not a fan of how you draft, Puppy. I still don't like what you do to me emotionally. You're a guest on the show, Puppy. You're a guest on the show. Stop stealing my players.
You actually chose the other players available. You have what, around 19 more ahead of you.
I do. I have 2 now back to back. I'm probably looking at, let me get over into my page. I should do this because it's only 35-second picks to get this thing moving. I am going to go best bloke on board, Jimmy Butler. We've just let him slide way too far in drafts, and I don't see it coming back around another round. Someone who was going to be smart and good at basketball, and I think is going to play a lot of games this year, but I'm going to tie him to another high free throw, low fouls guy, overall guy, Mikal Bridges. I'm going to fill out my flex spots right now because I've got a couple of superstars. I'm going to get those high percentage guys up there that I want to lock down. And I've got lots of steals across my board here as well with Butler and Bridges. Might lean into that a little bit later on, but just taking a couple of good guys off the board and getting them out of the way. So after that round, finishing off after Maxey was Morant, Adebayo, Jalen Williams, DeJounte Murray, Cade Cunningham, Zion Williamson, Jimmy Butler. Now, I did have the thing here. I could wind it back for myself, and I could just go in and put in Jalen Johnson in here, but I'll do what I do, and I'll see where we go. Desi Bain off the board next. Look, for anyone who is watching though right now, shout out to Puppy Roy. There you go. AJ Ong in the house saying hello, Puppy. Anyone who's watching right now and who is not currently in a ball league here in Australia. So if you are not playing in ball league right now, if you've just watched this and you're one of the Insight followers, if you're one of Puppy Roy's followers from the Philippines and you would like to be involved in I-League, we have got a spot for you this afternoon. So I am going to give out a bit of trivia. I'm going to give out a bit of trivia this afternoon. Nice pick, Puppy Roy. Yep, Jalen Johnson.
Jalen's.
Just to love him, Jalen. Two Jalen. Are we after a Jalen stat? Can I interest you in a Duran or a Filipino legend, Jalen Green, later on in the draft?
I'd probably take Jalen Green. Just for the fun of it, sure, why not? Kabayan, Jalen Green in the house.
All right, I've got a bit of a trivia question. So put in chat if you're out here. The trivia question to start off with this is we're going to give this away until we can find someone not in one of the ball page leagues here in Australia this afternoon. The question is this. What is Mally's favorite kind of clothing item? What is Mally's? You've got to be a fan of the show to know this one. If you know Mally, there is something that he may not wear. What is it that Mally chooses not to wear as an option? And I am shocked and appalled that he is actually wearing it today. But usually he's a no person. He doesn't like to wear them. What is that item?
I didn't know that this was going to be the hot question, but I did know that a comment would be made at some point. And my comeback to that is you don't wear a Hawaiian shirt to a funeral, mate. This is totally business for me today. So that's why I've got my business attire on.
Oh, look out. It should have, it's like Sam Raimi rocking up to a film set in So look,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's not
serious.
Life of Cuz. It's not Socks. Surely, it's not Socks. Got to be the Phil. You're in a league. The lime green. You can't win, Phil. You're in a league already. The rules are
I
you
think
can't.
Phil's right. Phil's right.
It is. Socks, surely the man does love his socks, but if you can think about it, Life of Cuz, if you're not in a ball page, let us know. Look, off the picks after that one, we've had Jamal Murray off the board, Derek White, another Jalen and Jalen Brown, quickly Gobert and Garland. Because you're the last up on the board now, Skitty, when it's coming back to you at the turn right now, what are you watching for when you're deep in a 20-man league? What trends are you watching for to help shape your next two picks as your building blocks?
Yeah, I'm guessing that these centers are about to start coming off the board left, right, and center. Pardon the pun. But yeah, I'm going to see how that's going to go. That's going to be the one that I'm going to keep my eye on. If not, I'm just going to go best player available, what works best for my team. I've started all right with pretty much any category that I really want to go for at the moment. So, yeah, I'm just going to see how that goes. But I want to know from Mally, my boy, you chose probably the worst defender in the draft in Trae Young first, and then you chose probably two of the best defensive point guards in Derek White and Fred VanVleet. The two after that. What's going on here? You got something up your sleeve.
Yeah, I do, and it's because I didn't want to take any of the available centers at that spot. That's why I took Derek, because I know that I've still got a limb in the game to be able to try and bring some blocks back in. I'm obviously not going to beat whoever. What's Wemby gone back around with here? He's only got Zion and Desi Bain, so I might be able to. I'm not going to be able to tango with him at this current stage, but we'll see how we go. Because, as I said, field goal percentage is probably absolutely gone for me. Turnovers is going to be pretty ugly, so I've got to give those two categories away. That's one of the reasons I don't really want to jump too early on one of these centers. I'll pick someone else up later down the track.
And Phil is absolutely fucking with you, Skitty, 100%, because he's gone out and got Jarrett Allen.
Nah, that's fine. No, that's absolutely fine. Phil can have Jarrett. That's fine. Don't mind about that. But I like what you're doing.
Oh, you've got a bit of you just got into a Pistons stack there with Duran and Tobias Harris, mate. Nice drafting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Well, Mally made a good point where he was like, all the guys that had gotten like good blocks guys like Wemby and Chet, they hadn't actually paired him with any other blocks guys. So I was like, oh, shit, I'm actually in the ring here with Kyrie and Barnes. And then I went, oh, Duran's there. So, I'll definitely take that and keep my field goal, my blocks, rebounds. It doesn't kill me 100% in free throw. Yeah, I'm going to roll with that.
Yeah, and it's not exactly, Puppy, Duran's not a big shot blocker, but he can get them. But he's also one of these centers that doesn't hurt your free throw percentage as much. He's shown improvement there over the last couple of years. We're coming back down to draft board right now. How do you like your first three picks that have shaped up, and what are you thinking of leaning into for your team?
Well, for my team, I wanted to possibly punt a stat. Initially, I thought that, hey, maybe I won't punt the stat, given that I have Anthony Davis as my first pick, which is a good a first pick. You can easily maneuver with his build. But given that this is a 20 team, I doubt that I won't be punting a lot of stats. So I chose to punt guard stats instead. So I would possibly get efficient bigs and forwards, and then let's see what hopefully getting Jalen Green down the road. So guys.
No.
Give it the pride.
So So you're not punting Jalen's. Not punting Jalen's build is this one. Not punting Jalen's build is the Papi Roy in this one. It's coming down to you really quickly. Papi Roy, after your next pick after this round, we'll say thank you very much for your time. So we'll wait until the end of this one, and then we'll do some insight giveaways, and then welcome B-Dub in about 15 minutes time for this one. Going through the picks in the draft right now with where we are at, I'll go back over to the screen. To kick off this round, we did have Tobias Harris, Miles Bridges, Zach LaVine, who put on a show today in the preseason, Brandon Miller, bit of a darling in fantasy world this year. Julius Randle off the board, looking to see what he can do in Minnesota this year. Devin Vassell, despite his injuries, moving into B-Dub there. We'll ask him about that one. He's paired him up nicely with Franz Wagner. Bit of a late investment. And you're right, Skitty, the centers are starting to go off the board here a little bit. Claxton, apart from like Anthony Simons, we've got Vooch going off the board next to Bao Baller.
Mm-hmm.
I like the baller right here. Shout out. And Mally, it's you on the. You don't want to ruin it? How's this? Talk about where you were going to go and what might happen with your next pick as it comes up after Balbola, because you've got to watch this one. You're on the clock next, mate.
Well, I was going to take Claxton. Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, that was what I was going to do. Exactly.
Right.
I've got in my head that I'm taking a center here. I don't really want Pirtle because he's going to shag my free throw percentage. Lopez is there, but I just think he's falling apart. It feels a little early for this one. I'm going to go with my boy. I know that he'll get some points too. I'm going to go with Zubac.
Zoo.
Love it.
Love Zoo. Yep. Yeah, love that from you. Brendan Ingram, Bradley Beal off the pine next. Rob United, then we're working our way back down to you, Puppy Roy. Shaping up, obviously not punt Jalen's. Third one in, you can't take Jalen Green this early. Surely not. Oh, jeez! Oh, he's gone.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. Can you quit him? Can you quit him off?
Let me pick a better scorer than Jalen Green.
Better. Shots
trade.
fired over the bow. Shots fired over the bow. Right there. Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas has Jalen energy. He's an
does.
honorary Jalen.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just thinking that once we get deeper, I doubt there's gonna be a lot of scorers down there. So let me get the lone scorer in the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep, smart. Love that.
Oh, this is. I haven't got a point guard, have I? Jeez, I haven't got a point guard yet. Pirtle, there goes Pirtle, SMK on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know.
John, you got the biggest point guard in the league, mate.
Shay, life of Cuz, he's wanting to get into this league, mate. Maybe give him a bit of a clue of what Mally doesn't like, what he likes to wear, or what he doesn't like to wear. Which
rather than me to give him a clue.
I would love you to give him a clue. Gun show. Pull it out.
Hopefully that gives you enough of a hint, Cuz.
Yeah, if you can't get on that, mate, we can't help you anymore.
I'm sorry. I was just picking. I was listening to nothing that you were saying. Drew Holiday and D'Angelo Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable with that. Just getting up those point guards. You're starting to lose quality shooting guards and pointing guards around this time, of like especially the high guys who can get a lot of the assists and steals and that in there. And I'm not saying that he's a steals guy by any means, but I do like D'Angelo Russell and his possible return for us this year. Puppy Roy, thank you so much. Here we go. Robert was in here for it. Is that Rob responding? Jalen being based on a top 15 scorer, highly competitive, will play lots of games and has relatively low turnovers. So, yeah, we like that pick for you. I think his percentages, Rob, could take a bit of a hit, but he is a potential top 75 player. You're right. He had flashes last year, but I'm also just mad. I'm mad at you, Rob, because Papi isn't living in the Philippines right now. Yeah. And how many Filipino legends can you say are in the NBA? So I'm more upset for him. Puppy Roy, you are a legend. Talk us through your neck picks before you say goodbye for us, mate.
Yeah, let me pick a good wing here.
We don't want you to pick a bad wing.
Keegan Murray, someone that can shoot,
you didn't get a good wing,
but has a potential to provide defensive stats. So I kind of like that. Keegan Murray. And by the way, the reason why Jalen Green was a bad pick because it wasn't picked by me. So that's actually
exactly right. Exactly right. Exactly right. Hey, Poppy, thank you so much for your time. Tell everybody where they can find you across all of the things, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. So you can check me out on Twitter, NBA Fantasy at NBA Papi, but most of my content are available in the Facebook. My Facebook page is Fantasy Basketball PH. A lot of very active and cohesive community in the Philippines. So shout out to the Philippine community. Shout out, by the way, to the ones who actually commented earlier. One of the underground fantasy legends in the Philippines. That's AJ Ong right there. Shout out, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, man, nice work, man. Hey, man, we're looking forward to it. We got the World Cup versus we drafted our draft today for Team Philippines versus the world. It has to be a singlet. Cuz has got it too. There we go. Your winners out there. Life of Cuz, hit us up in chat. You are. We're going to hook you up, man. We're going to get you into I League. I think he's also that NZ Gorkman guy. There you go, Mally. So we know who that bloke is. Thank you so much, Papa. You take care of yourself, my brother.
Papi.
We'll see you really
Thanks,
soon.
guys.
Find
Happy
him
weekend.
on X's at NBA Fantasy. Papi. Oh, yay, Papi. And it's coming back up to you. He's a very good man. It's coming back up to you very quickly. Talk us through the last for you picks in the draft here, Mally.
I don't know where we're up to, but I could see from where I started caring after Puppy Roy's pick of Keegan Murray. Yeah, we had Kobe White. Obviously, people wanting some points here as we edge very close to pick 100. After that was Porter, that was probably helped me because I didn't know whether I picked him or Kuminga. I probably would have lent more towards Porter just because his percentages are a little better and he hits more threes. Kuminga doesn't do that real much. Trey Murphy would have been a good pickup for me too, but only being the 5th pick, having a starter who's going to start the season injured was a bit scary. Poole was on my list and he went next. I took Kuminga, Jabari Smith. Then we had CJ McCollum, RJ Barrett, Valanciunas, and then Kessler at pick 95 was a decent value, I think, especially now that it looks like he's a lock to start.
It does. Phil's back on the clock right here. He's got some big boys. Herbie Jones, Herbie the love bug, going up here.
Herbie
obviously, more minutes. Yeah, Herbie the center to start the season. I wonder how long it takes until all the websites change him on around. He will be the starting center of this team. Also, that's going to be an interesting fit come Trey Murphy's return from injury. Scoot Henderson for Brano. He's just targeting upside in here. And we are picking up at 98. So we are in the zone now. We're about to round out after this, the top 100 picks. And it changes again. The dynamic that we're looking for here, you're not going to get many 15 to 16 point scorers after pick 100 who are going to get 6 or 7 assists a night. Shaden Sharp in question in Portland, it starts to shape it up a little bit. This is bloody interesting drafting. I'm telling you now, when you get to this, but also 3-point percentage is a category, Skitty. And so are fouls. So you're trying to avoid these things as well. Well, you're trying to get for 3 points, but avoid getting fouls.
I mean, look, it's a tough one to be able to plan for and to be able to get around. But you try your best to be able to get it. That's why I thought I did all right with Duran. But I think I'm going to go for a big time bloody foul guy now because screw it. There's not many other good centers. So fuck that. I'll take Dan Gafford. That's a bloody good question on who the hell I'm going to go for next.
I was hoping you were going to let him slide back to me at pick 120. So
screw it. I'm going to go my boy.
Great. Get the steals up, get the points, get the threes. Excellent 3-point percentage there. Like you said, you kind of punted away from the fouls at a point. You said, fuck that. But then you really held it home with someone who's not going to hurt that because Gafford doesn't take them. That's good because you don't want these stretch bigs who lower that percentage just to stretch the floor like Walker Kessler did for the first month last year. Dante DiVincenzo. New situation. Excellent 3-point percentage.
Yeah, and he's just bloody good at basketball. We saw how good he was last year when he was starting for the Knicks. And I still think there's a good chance that Mike Conley might, pump the brakes a little bit, and we could say a bit more Dante. 30 minutes a night, absolutely fine by me.
I love this one from Matt Carmody. First time I've seen Mally with sleeves on. Love you, Carmody. Yeah. Great stuff. Appreciate you guys.
I'm the next mystery guest.
The sleeves of the next mystery guest. All right. Well, the mystery guest we've announced is going to sleeve Mally.
Who is this man?
It is a vibe off the board. Oh, look, this is Clay. Okay, so Clay Thompson's off. Onyeka Okongwu. That's a homer pick for Brando. Love that for him. I hope he's listening right now. If you are Brando, throw it in chat. I know that he's flat out this afternoon like a lizard drinking. 20 teams bet. Look at this. Lester Simon. Now, I don't know how many times you can have Simon in when your name's Simon, but g'day to you, my friend. W Simons, W20-man action. He thinks it's the best format. But again, this is shout out to Ball Page and to you, Carl, and to the 500 players who do play on Ball Page right now in Australia. There's Champs League all the way from A through to Z. It's absolutely a beast of a league. Shout out to Carl Moore, who is in this draft right now. He is the commish team. We might take a little bit of a look at Commish's team and see what he's doing. But I do want to pick this up. I'm going to ask. Actually, no, I'll do it when he jumps on soon. Commish, where are you, mate? You're all the way down this way. He's gone Shea, DeJounte Murray, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Kuzma, and Porzingis he picked up all the way back on down here in his – what transaction did he take him at there? He took him at, the fourth pick in the fifth, so 84 for Kristaps with his injuries, hopefully banking on him back early. One of your favorite darlings just goes off the board, Terry Rozier.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that. There's a lot of guys that I'll go sideways for, and apparently they're my love child, but whatever, each to their own. People can say whatever shit they want to, so that's fine by me. I'll take
I like him.
No worries.
Mate, you're the one who put me onto him. I'll be 100% back that to the wall. You were starting to say, Matty, at a pick 100, if Scary Terry's on the board, where else are you going to get that from? And I kind of did a look, and I was like, you know what? Not a lot of bloody other places. That was the guy that...
around there.
No other scoring around there. So that was absolutely a guy that I kind of put my sights onto. And you've revolutionized my drafting game. Yeah. Skitty, there we go.
You welcome,
mate. Oh, mate. It is. Keontae George going early in the second draft today. I've missed out on him. Thank you. Jalen Suggs, Alex Caruso, Draymond Green, Derek Lively, Armin Thompson, and Alex Sarr. Here we go. Papi Roy getting frisky with it at pick 116 and taking Sarr. If you're looking for blocks and stuff, you'll get that in there every single day of the week. But do I do Sarr around here? And probably in a 20-man league, this is about where you want to be grabbing him. I still need another center.
I would be 100% having a grab on Sarr here. He's been pretty safe as well with his previous picks. I think he's definitely the team that's able to have a crack on Sarr here.
Oh, Trace has gone shit.
They're also playing him at centre, which I thought was against his T's and C's. But anyway, good on 100%.
Him. Yeah, but Valanciunas did. Oh wait, no, Valanciunas did play, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, he played plenty. He just played off the bench.
Interesting, mate. I'm telling you, how many times I have to tell you, Mally? Valanciunas can't run out a full game. He's cooked. He's been cooked for 3 years, and the Wizards are like, he can play centre.
No, he can't.
Looks a bit grumpy out there. Well, while G's picking,
I would be too.
I'm at the point of the draft where I'm having a look around and starting to compare my team to other teams to see if I'm a niche anywhere particular. And I'm a little bit worried about Andy 15, and I'm very worried about Baller. One, because he took Hartenstein just before I could, and I had to take Zubac. And then he took Keontae George, so I had to take Suggs, which hurt my points a little bit. I mean, it does help my steals, and I think the role's going to be all his this year. So there's two guys who I'm worried about with the assists. So I'm kind of really just comparing myself to them at the moment. There's other teams that I can completely wipe out because they're going to be no threat to me in the categories that I'm trying to lock down now. So I'm just looking. I've got Tyus Jones, probably not going to get enough steals, but is going to plenty of steals. Not going to get enough points, but the steals have looked good in the preseason, and the assists are obviously still pretty nice. I've also got Ivy there as well, just seeing if he comes around to me.
Preseason MVP, Jaden Ivy.
I took him in a draft today, Mally. I love that. I think these are the rounds you can look at him now. Now you've said that on a live stream. This would be the curious debate. Could you take him around this zone? Or could you wait around till the draft snakes back? I reckon you could if you didn't call it out live, because I took him in the 130s today.
I'm an idiot and forgot they were on live. I just thought that was live, and I thought that I was being inspired to live my best life. So it is live. So maybe this is part of my trap, mate. Maybe I'm leading him into people I don't want, so they start schnaveling him up. I'm playing the old double.
I'll tell you what, it's pick 7 coming up, and you haven't gotten a small forward, so I reckon you probably should be baiting people into pick Tyus Jones for you.
I thought that Mink was small forward. He was small forward eligible, so that's all right. My next best bet.
KCP.
Really about this
KCP.
It's going to be this guy. I've been really impressed with him so far this season. Cool of Ireland.
Hey.
Even I tweeted out this morning, hitting 6 free throws, 6 out of 6. That's great. That's not at all. Getting to the line and being able to get them in when he got there. He's been hitting threes. He's been working the ball. He's been scoring. He doesn't have a lot of tough competition in Washington. And I think he'll get forgotten about this season, obviously, with Sarr. But, Skitty, nodding my tipping my hat to you for saving me there, that I didn't have to pick up someone in the last round for
Got
small
your
forward eligibility.
Hey, mate, that is absolutely fine. Got your hat there. Got your hat there, mate. That's all right. I want to pick up. I want to put out Phil's team. That's one team that I'm worried about. G and Mally. The amount of spin moves that team can produce with Don Mitchell, Devin Booker, Julius Randle. That is a lot of spin moves.
That's a lot of post
category.
That's a lot of post scoring badges on 2K.
So.
That's a lot of post move badges.
Yeah, a lot of spin there. So no, that's a couple of good drafting people. Oh, Dyson Daniels.
Damn it.
That is that's a nice pick there. We've seen some good teams that are aligning right now. Now we're going to that flyer stage where you go, all right, we need to have a look here. Is my team already taken flyers, and do I want to pick some more stable guys, or am I have I got the stable guys at the moment, and I'm just going to go a bit more upside bank interest? I think this is a very, very interesting point of the draft. We'll see how that goes, especially in a 20-team league, a 20-team deep, and you have to rely on some heavily done bullshit later on in the draft.
So look, back to this round to go through the beginning. People go, stop bloody drafting with the page. We're taking Horford, Marcus Smart, Pods, Jeremy Grant, Portis, Tyus Jones, Josh Hart, Zach Edey, Mike Conley right there, Bilal Koulibaly. We call the East Coast Cooler over this side. Reed Shepherd, Asar Thompson, Dyson Daniels, Norm Powell, B-Dub picking up. Damn it. That was on my wrist. I'm going to give him so much shit when he jumps in this stream in a second. Taylor Hendricks. Well, my wrist still hurts. It hurts, Skitty. I'm damaged. I'm an injured boy. I'm an injured butterfly. Leave me alone. Homie Hackers Jr. right now. Geez, big fan of that Hendricks pick. But as we can see now, you did mention this earlier, and I'll ask him about it in chat. He was leaning away from shot blockers initially, like you said, with Chet. But then he comes back later on, a few rounds later, and picks up Kessler to really solidify those blocks. Hendricks can probably add in some of those as well. So he is building off what we thought he could do with Chet right there. Love that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, couldn't agree more there, mate.
Absolutely no disrespect to Braino, because I've picked him up heaps of places too. But is Wendell Carter the most boring player in fantasy this season?
Oh, God, yeah.
Up there.
Oh, God, yeah. But he's a starting center when around this point where there's not a lot of others, and that's someone that we really have to take into advice on that one there. He's definitely
still a good pick.
Gee, can you highlight that?
What about it?
Yeah, 100%. Can you highlight Simon's comment, please? So we can have a go on that.
I did, and I just responded in chat too. So let me do that. I've got to push the right button. Give me a second. I'm going in between draft boards and bloody other things. There's a lot happening in the full screen. Here we go. We've got Simon's rank here, and his question was, can we rank these guys? Hero, Simons, Rogier, and D'Lo. My take on that was I put D'Lo, Hero, Simons, Rogier.
I'm
that
drafting,
was my
so give
ranking.
me a second.
That's all right. Mally, you want to go for this one? We've got Hero, Anthony Simons, Terry Rogier, and D'Lo. My default answer off my gut was D'Lo, Hero, Simons, and Rogier.
Oh, mine will go Hero, then D'Lo, then Simons, then Rogier. I don't have any love for Claude Rogier, which is fine because I know that he gets heaps of that from Skitty. So there has to be balance in the universe. And
by the way, I just want to highlight to Phil live in chat, because he said that D'Lo was the worst starting point guard in the NBA last year. Just so you know, Phil, you just put Rogier behind D'Lo, so I think he must have graduated up a step, and Rogier starts with the Heat.
I agree with Phil's first take. D'Lo is the worst starting point guard in the NBA. I believe he is, but I would go pretty comfortably as well. It depends on what you need, Simon. But for overall ranking, I would probably go Hero. Then it gets a little bit dicey, depending if you really want free throw percentage. So I like Simons. If not, I would be comfortable with going D'Lo, Rogier, then Simons. But that's just me.
Yeah, okay, I see it. Oh, look, I do see the potential in that. I do see it, but again, for me, I just see what D'Lo did last year. I don't see any great changes. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't see any really great changes happening in that team really quickly.
Well, that is not a good thing.
But
D'Lo has. I was just going to say, D'Lo has the highest chance of playing an entire season if we base it on what he's been able to do in the past. So those other guys have had a pretty rough injury-ridden year for the last couple of years.
Well, can we say it like this, right? So last year, D'Lo was 65th per game, right? Which is nothing to bat an eye at, and is very much. Tyler Hero obviously only played the 42 games, but he was 89th per game. Simons obviously was canned pretty early than that. He was 93rd. And then we go to my boy, ladies and gentlemen. Terry Rozier was 54th. So right there, Terry, I mean, maybe I'm right.
I do see it, but I do see him with the Heat as a bit of a different entity from him being at the Hornets. That's all.
He played with the Heat last year. He played with the Heat last year.
Not the whole year.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Sorry. Let me just go a bit further into it. He was still better than D'Lo when he was at the Heat. He was 58th when he was at the Heat. So he's even better.
Right. Look, I like Rozier, and I told you earlier, I have become a convert to picking him up in drafts because of your good preaching gospel, 100%. But I am looking for. I'm just, man. I still like I think what D'Lo can do, and I just think I don't know if we do see a full season of LeBron, and then I do think we have a Reeves emergence, and I think he's still look. I think Rozier but then again, Tyler Hero healthy for a whole season. Do we see a lot more action from him like this year in Butler's place if he moves? So like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of okay with it.
Why is Tyler Hero rocking this? Why is Tyler Hero rocking the skinhead look? It's it's a little bit interesting. I can't take that guy seriously ever since I watched his boxing video. Have you seen that? That is the biggest ick and brown flag combination. Red flag combination I've ever seen in my life.
He's so far under Jimmy Butler's wing. It's ridiculous. Tyler Hero he is, that is hilarious.
It is me, and I need to get Andrew Nemhard because I have been very impressed with him. And I like what he could probably do for my team. And I'm probably looking at 3-point percentage, 3 points made. I probably need more points. Oh, what did I put 35-second picks on this bad boy?
You ain't getting points here.
Kelly Oubre Jr. is.
Is he though? Oh,
is he though?
You missed one though.
At what cost?
I see one.
I see one.
Have you not picked up your boy Gary Trent?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I'm doing it. Doing Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna have to look. Yeah. Go with what I know. Look, I've got my point guards spots up. I've got one spot to go at the very last pick of this draft. We're rocketing through. We're at the end very soon. Geez, 2 more picks, 2 more rounds left to go. Who was it, Skitty? Who did you say I was missing out on? You know it's my boy.
Well, I'm not saying shit because I want him to come back to me, and I've still got 18 more picks to get him past.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna play. Guess the guy Skitty wants to take.
Tell you what is hard yakka at this point in the draft is finding a center.
Yeah, that's why I went 3 of them earlier.
Oh no, I've learned and there we go, Klingon gone. Thanks.
Here we go.
Thanks, Carl,
I picked him up today. Hey, Carl, fellas, if you could let the audience know there was 2 spots in. Here goes the wire picks left in O League. It's $60. It'd be greatly appreciated. So anyone wanting to join the league, just hit us up in chat right now. We'll put you in touch with Ballpage and Carl. O League is one of the new leagues that has opened up. We've got this year. We've got 2 spots left. It's the last 2 spots in all of the 20-man leagues. Make sure you get stuck into that one. Is it Grady Dick?
Hey, Rob, I'm going to let you know, mate. I've loved your team so far, but I fucking hate you picking Rui Hachimura there. I'm not going to. Actually, 3%. Actually, no, it's not as bad in this league. Don't retract what I said. Still great drafting. Hey, Mally. Oh, Khalil Ware. Oh, I thought you were going to choose G's boy, Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
No, it was either him or Nick Richards, and it was Nick Richards only for the fact that I have little faith in there being. I think he's going to play much the same role as last year. I don't like the reporting that the Hornets give out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets at least a semi-decent role. What do we get? Pick 170. So I mean, it is what it is. But I just looking at my team, remembering how long ago it seemed like I could actually make a run of things with blocks, and it looks like that's going out the window. But I've pivoted. I've got Suggs Coulibaly, and I've got Koulibaly's long-haired twin in Keon Ellis, two guys who are starting and going to get good minutes on their teams. They're both can hit a three. Their steals are looking fantastic. They both look comfortable in their roles. So I've actually somehow accidentally pivoted into quite a strong steals team.
Yeah.
So I'm all right with that.
How sure are we that he sorry, what's his buddy name? Keon Ellis is going to start for the Kings. Like, remember Herder was playing the starting spot until he got injured last season. And the one thing that they need more than anything is spacing.
Yeah, they also need defense. You're not getting that
point.
from. I mean, you kind of are getting that from. What's their small forward's name?
Oh, piss off, Rhino!
He's done it.
He's gone and done it.
He's taking your boy Matherin.
That's the one you should have picked for points. That is
but not for field goal percentage. No, look, I don't dispute it. I don't dispute it. Matherin at this point now, the draft is a very, very good pickup. Is a good pick. Brano listened to the last podcast and heard you say it. He also messaged me saying, "I'm taking Matherin. Don't tell Skiddy."
Oh, that is bloody annoying.
Another guy that, again, this is naughty because we're live on air and we're not supposed to do this. But another guy that I was thinking of was Karlo Matkovic as well. But if they're not going to entertain the thought of playing a true center and they're just going to play
Herb Jones,
I'm worried that they don't. I mean, they must have zero faith in him.
What do we do? They've got Daniel Tice. It's going to be Dan Tice.
Yeah, well, I mean, I picked him up in our in Josh Lloyd's league just before I found out that Herb was going to be potential starting center. I think it'll be an experiment that doesn't last long. It seems like a square peg in a round hole type situation, like Sohan last year. So we'll see.
Yeah, right. Hey, look, let's go through this ninth round though before we wrap up, because this is our last round now and our final pick. So, Skitty, you can talk us through your final pick right here, your last two, because I love that Pritchard pick. To be honest, absolutely loved it. Was hoping to be my last guy. Trent Struess, Dosunmu, Klingon, Clowney, Caldwell Pope, Rui Hachimura, Kelly Oubre Jr., Naismith, Kalel Ware, McDaniels, Levert, Nick Richards, TJ McConnell, Kevin Porter Jr., Jordan Clarkson, Benedict Matherin, Pat Williams, Jalen Smith. Skitty, take us through your last two picks here, man.
Yeah, I was feeling a bit of Dick, so I really like what Grady Dick's able to bring forward this year. I reckon he's going to be strong in the contest. It's going to be he's going to be loose. He's going to be very, very solid. It's just good Dick. So I picked Grady there. And then I went, Peyton Pritchard. I think that there's going to be times where it's going to be Drew Holiday will probably be resting the Celtics, obviously going deep with Team USA as well. I feel like that there's going to be a lot of times where they're going to be able to rest players. And I think it's going to be Peyton Pritchard that's going to be the guy to step up there. He's a good source of assists, threes. He's, crafty about it. Yeah, he can get kind of found out on defense from time to time, but they've got enough coverage to be able to sort that out. So I feel pretty safe with going Peyton Pritchard there.
Look, loving the after that from you, mate. Actually, I just love that. I think he's played, him and Sam Hauser have both been fucking absolute weapons for Boston off the bench, to be honest. Shithauser, who's been fantastic. Kispert, Kayson Wallace, Jovic. Lonzo Ball there for Phil Unfiltered. Cam Whitmore off the board for B-Dub. Shout out to him. I know he was unable to join us this afternoon, but he sends his love out, and big love out to all over at FBI Basketball International as well. Nate's taking my Lou Dort pick. Fuck you, Nate. Love you, but that's not nice. Jovic from Brano. Shout out to him as well from the Insight crew. Dort, Buzelis, love this. McCain blowing up today in Philly. Dillingham, Trey Jones, Vince Williams, Rob, and then we're coming up to Puppy. Mally, your Dillingham pick here. Is it just the rookie investment at the end?
Certainly not. It's the fact that I'm just trying to get someone who plays opening night, because I don't know if anyone else on my team
Take Bronny then. Bronny's going to play opening night, Mally.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that Dillingham comes out and they let him have a run. Hopefully they get up and they can just let him run loose in the fourth, and he can show out and they can go, look at we got a new thing too, and then I'll drop him. I'll either drop him or Ware. I probably need Ware's positioning though. I never keep my roster for very long, as you well know. I either drop them, trade them, or do other things. And
Grady,
you trade them. You trade them all off quicker than you can say Bub Carrington, which is Puppy Roy's last pick. Thanks very much to Puppy Roy for joining us early in this one. DeAndre Hunter, Sam Hauser. I think Shane SMK is in and heard me mention Hauser, and then just decided to the shit Hauser and then take him. I'm probably needing an opening. It's my pick. It's the last pick. I got 20 seconds. I'm looking at Christian Braun here or Fontecchio.
Let it time out.
I'm going to take Fonte. I'm going to take Fontecchio. I need another small forward, power forward. I'm going to pick in Fontecchio. Just looking for guys who can get that for the night. So let's go through our teams real quickly before we get out of here and thank everybody. And congratulations to Life as Cuz. Life, you've got me on, I think, some of the socials. Hit me up. I'm going to get you in touch with our boy from I-League as well. Someone willing to take Bronny? No, Jeremy. No one is. Apart from the Lakers in the second round, or if it was the Warriors, if you can believe that kind of gospel. Skitty, take us through your team. You picked last down on this bad boy. Take us through your first pick down through your one in the 10th round, buddy.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you, that's a pain going for the 20-man mock, but that's why we do these mocks, so we can get a bit of understanding and see how we're going there. Honestly, at the first pick, I went Kyrie and Scotty Barnes for my first two. I like that. But I probably could have gone with Booker or maybe Towns even as well. I feel like that was a pretty good selection to be able to go there. They don't hurt me negatively very much, except for Barnes, but I was able to clean that up later, so that's all right. Then I went Duran and Tobias Harris, the 1-2 in Detroit. I think that's all right to get my rebounds and blocks and still get a bit of threes there, depending on how much Harris does. Gafford was, again, rebounds, blocks. Happy with that there. DiVincenzo for threes, steals, being able to keep my percentages okay. Same with Melton. He's pretty much the same as DiVincenzo, copy and paste, but in Golden State. Went Andre Drummond, just in case for Joel Embiid sitting, kept my rebounds there. My rebounds are going to look quite nice, along with the field goal percentage and blocks. Happy with that. I went the big cock himself, Grady Dick. For threes, I think he starts in Toronto, at least until Bruce Brown comes back, if anything. And then Peyton Pritchard just for an upside swing there for the players in Celtics. And also, too, thank you very much, boys, for jumping in to the people that were in with the mock and in the 100%. Chat. Love that you guys jumped in with that. Appreciate it. Nice rehearsal for everyone that's going to be doing it next week, but not me.
It is a good rehearsal. Like you say, Mally, we don't get to do these all the time. Love you too, Phil. No one willing that. Great work, boys. It is, Phil. It is a perfect rehearsal. Mally, take us through your team before we get out of here.
Yeah, I got Trae Young and FVV with my first picks, so that kind of put me in a position where I was fairly nervous about my turnovers. Assists were well and truly sorted. Steals looking pretty good. I came back round, and he's a guy I haven't taken yet. I only just ragged the heck out of him on our show the other night, and then I took Derek White. So I'm a forgive forget my own theories pretty quickly kind of guy. Yep. The danger of doing that was that I put myself in a position where I had three guards to start with, which put me under a lot of pressure later on. So the lesson I've learned from this, always try and get a takeaway lesson, is that I don't want to do that in the future. I don't want to lock myself to whatever position is, three centers, three guards, three forwards or something with the first three picks, because it really ruined the rest of my draft. Zubac was the best center available, who basically didn't destroy my free throw percentage. I thought that he might be able to get a block or two to go with the ones that FEV and White get. Yep. Kuminga was my attempt to keep my points afloat. I really wanted George on the next pick, but was sniped just beforehand and took Suggs, who at least started my journey into thinking that steals might be another category I can be strong in. Koulibaly and Ellis were, I think, safe starters who get threes, they get steals. Khalil Ware because I needed another centre, and he was honestly the best around. I will see what happens with him. And then Dillingham, just because I wanted someone who would start for me on the first night, and then I'll drop him and pick. There's still a couple of good options, even though we've got a deep league on the waiver wires that I'll be toying with as the season progresses.
Yeah, we've got guys like Joshy Green who can start or gets a lot of minutes over there. We've got Torian Prince, Dylan Brooks, Harrison Barnes, Kyle Lowry, Cody Williams for upside, and Caleb Martin type blokes. Trey Mann, who's been showing out in the preseason in Charlotte. Some of the, I guess you could say, the top picks after 200 who is still around there, who could be joining teams in the waiver wires. And if you want to find out how deep your league is, don't forget to get onto the big draft kit. It has Mally's top 168 picks and our 220 list of player options. It's got Skiddies, it's got Matrixes, and it's got mine as well. With drafts just around the corner, it's only 30 Australian dollars, not US bucks. So if you're watching overseas, you want to get that. If you want to then find out our consensus draft picks from that, it actually takes all 4 of our big draft boards. It puts it together for a consensus ranking for you, and you can find out where we have them to help make your decisions a little bit easier come your draft day and do all your research. Starting up down my team to wrap us up for the afternoon. And by the way, I shouldn't before I go, how could I say, I've been sipping from my 4-1 this afternoon. Make sure you get onto our good friends, the Standard Squeeze as well. I know Skiddy's got one in hand. I've had my sippy, drinky. If you're going camping or anything, make sure you get onto that gear. They are absolutely phenomenal, as well as our good friend Ryan from Astute Newstead. If you are in Australia and looking to get your dream home or your next home, or make better financial decisions and get into a new house or a car or anything business-wise with your finances, reach out to him. His link is down below. I know he's put a roof over your head, Skiddy, and taking care of you and your family, as he's taking care of many families across Australia. Just use promo code INSIGHT when you reach out. Say you watched it here, and make sure you just reach out to the man and get it there. For me, I had Jokic, I had Butler.
Who's watching the recap?
I think it's Mally because he loves to do it. I'm muting him. I'm muting the bastard because he's watching it in the background right now. No, you're muted, Mally. You are muted because you started listening early. There you go. I'll unmute him. There you
G
go.
was talking for too long, so I started watching the basketball, mate. I'm sorry about that. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, those are our sponsors, you son of a bitch. Jokic, Butler, Bridges, Holiday, D'Angelo Russell, Cam Johnson, Al Horford, Andrew Nemhard, Gary Tran, and Simons Benteke with the 200 pick. Lads, it's been a wild one.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Great
good time.
mate. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Make sure you like and
Thanks, Jay.
subscribe to all things Insight. Get onto that one. We'll catch you soon. See ya.